Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, today the channeled song is Save Me. Won't You Save Me? It's by Nicki Minaj. This time, Won't You Save Me? I feel like giving up. Um, I'm hearing voices in my head. Somebody being haunted and want you to save them from what they're being hunted from. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this deck yet, but on the top of this deck, I see bondage and I see a role model, somebody with flowers, sunshine, rainbows. That's you. And whoever it is, want you to save them. And I think I'm going to use that deck just because it's sitting at the top, okay? But I have a couple cards from the Kipper deck. We have Concern in reverse, Courtship in reverse. So it seems like what it looks like is like you're not even concerned about this anymore. You probably moved on with your life. You're like, whatever. And this main male was not in high honor. So it's somebody that was a karmic or a toxic individual, okay? A toxic individual, and that's next to community and house. So I don't know if people finding out this person is not a good person or that they're a toxic masculine. I'm not sure. And then I have imprisonment sideways. Then I have a message and poverty in reverse. So a message that they have poverty in reverse, but then a wealthy man in reverse. So maybe there's supposed to be some messages coming here that they, as if they're not in poverty, because I have main male and the poverty in reverse on top. Maybe they're posing like they're not in poverty. That's what I'm getting. This guy, this toxic masculine, is posing as if he's not in poverty, and clearly he is, because in the community and in the house, he's not held as high honor. So maybe online he's showing that he's good and everything's great and is not, okay? And then next I have despair sideways. So I have imprisonment sideways and despair sideways. So wealthy man in reverse and despair sideways, mature woman. Guess what's coming next? Trying to get out of despair, mature woman in thoughts. So for some of y'all, what's happening in these streets, in the alley streets, is that somebody is in prison and they're in despair without you, and they want to get out of it, and they thinking of a mature woman that's in their thoughts, literally mature woman in thoughts. Okay, somebody in their thoughts, and it's probably you. I'm not sure of who they looking for, their next victim, okay? Raising your standards. So you're somebody that raised your standards. You possibly got out of this situation. You got, like I said, you got rainbows, sunshines, flowers all around you, and they're over there in bondage, crying, wrapped up in tape or whatever the heck is going on over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab these intuitive Kev cards. Let's find out what's going on, because it looks like it's just lining up with this message right here. You have rose above your problems. So you have rose your standards and you rose above this problem. Is most definitely something that you freaking let go of. But somebody over there is in bondage, and this time won't you save them, because they are hunted. I'm hearing hunted by the thought of you or what they did to you. Maybe they tried to get you in bondage, but it's actually them. And they look over there at you like in their thoughts. Maybe they're looking at you online. Maybe they see you in person and you just looking great compared to them and whatever they're going through. Bondage sounds like karma, because you had somebody beautiful in front of you and you didn't appreciate her. So that's basically how the cookie crumbles. Let's go ahead and look into it and see what's going on over here, okay? Look, pathway. Like I said, sunshine, rainbows, up, up, up. Something just fell in agreement, and then pathway just fell out and went in a reverse next to an agreement. Oh, they didn't have the pathway to the light, and they got stuck in some kind of obligation or agreement here. And this time, won't you save them? Somebody went to the back of the alley and got into some kind of agreement, and they want you to save them out of it. Who does that? You over here healing, recovering, and mending from whatever this destruction is. So healing, covering, and mending from destruction, some kind of destruction that was here, and maybe they got some destruction going on. If there was a bad agreement here, a wrong path, the wrong turn in the back of the alley, where you left them at. Let's see. I have a gift. Destruction and then gift. of abundance. So there was a gift of abundance coming for you while they got some destruction. After you started healing, they got hit with some destruction. Okay. And then there was a gift of you of abundance in some sort after you started healing from this situation. Love offer in reverse. So maybe you didn't get a love offer from them, which it just wasn't meant to be. It's something going down. Look, poverty, please help. And 7 plus 3 is 10. So that is complete. And poverty is landing up under bondage here. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this one's keep falling. Guarded, safe, and secure. That is landing up under you. You're guarded, safe, and secure. And I just feel like I want to just, oh my God, this card is hideous. Lack, poverty, struggle, and scarcity. Look at those flies around him. Doesn't this just look terrible without you? Life is not going well at all. Tis, tis, tis. Not learning to be a better person. The opposition. There's a lot of hurt going on. That is behind the contract. I see promiscuity, lust, and salt walk gang. Somebody went towards someone when you were friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable, beautiful, upright person, but they want to go and play with some devil energy, probably on technology, internet, computers, probably met somebody on the internet here. Ill. Okay. What is going on out here? Alrighty, so let's keep on going. Third party stitch, single and successful. So whoever they went to, like I said, they went to somebody and maybe they thought they were single and successful. Maybe they think you're single and successful. But and maybe whoever they hollered at became a third party in their situation and you're single and successful. Something around sidewalk game, finding somebody possibly online on the internet and one of these apps or something. Okay, they became some type of third party in their situation. And maybe this woman, they think this woman was single and successful. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, voodoo. So she was looking good on that sidewalk, licking on that ice cream. But I seen some voodoo come behind it. Voodoo landed up under abundance. So she wasn't abundant. She posed like she was. Look, obsession. So love offer in reverse against obsession. So they didn't give you a love offer. Now they're obsessed with the thought of you. Because whoever this person was, voodoo in abundance, maybe they thought they had some money or something and they went over there because she was looking single, successful and looking good. And that was the gift to them. They gave because you were healing, destruction started. Okay. They got a gift of this woman that looked so good from that sidewalk. Okay. She was looking good, single, successful, probably looking just everything that person needed, but it was actually some voodoo. Okay. It wasn't anything prosperous. Okay. And the person they didn't give offer to, which is you, they're obsessed with you. That is what's going on. This time, won't you save me from something? So we still trying to dig into what you about to save them from, some voodoo that alley cat did over there. Fortune, abundance, and luck. Up under this poverty picture, ill, rich girl. Look at this. This is you, guarded and secure, rich girl. So your ancestors are protecting you from something here. And I have optimism and soulmate and unbothered. You're having optimism that you will find your soulmate and you are clearly unbothered by this person. But and you have high spiritual rank. This person going through it, y'all. Something is happening over there. I just seen Gemini. Maybe they could be a Gemini. Maybe you could be a Gemini. I'm not sure. But you are protected. So we have spiritual rank, protection, unbothered, and ritual. And I see this card that maybe you're doing some self-care, maybe you're doing some shadow work, maybe you're getting your nails done, getting your hair done, going shopping, worry about yourself. Ain't even worry about them, okay? Bliss, you're in bliss. Like I said, worry about yourself, caring about yourself. You know you protected. You know you got spiritual rank. You ain't worry about a darn thing, okay? You're not worried about a darn thing at all. Evil eye. They need help. Jezebel, they done got caught with an evil eye Jezebel. And this imprisonment still at the top of this deck here. So that imprisonment was on the side when I first started. So we have an evil eye Jezebel. That's what they got caught with. I want to move some of these cards up. What is going on over here? This time, won't you save them? They got caught up with some kind of evil-eyed karmic that tried to catch them because she was looking good, smelling good. She was a person that seems like she was, you know, all the physical things this guy wanted from the sidewalk gang in the back of the alley. She was everything physical that just kind of tricked him because he wanted to play with you, right? So he got moved on to somebody that was exactly what he wanted, everything that he wanted, which was just physical. No boundaries, no standards, you know, people that don't require too much. They went on over there. Okay, so let's keep on digging into the situation. I have Priestess under your fortune. Not trusted and abandonment. So maybe they didn't trust that you were a fortunate person, because I have rich girl in fortune, trusted in reverse, and abandonment. So maybe they were using their intuition and thinking that you were not abundant enough, which is some leech. You weren't abundant enough, so they abandoned your situation. Optimism right here. Maybe you were optimistic. You was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, whatever. Okay. Earth angel. Manifestation. And under unbothered, conflict. So they mad that you're not unbothered. Maybe they got upset that you were unbothered about this situation. Jealous and envy. Yeah. Jealous and envy because you are unbothered about them moving on. So they ran right on over to go have them a good old time. That's usually what happens. I'm in my ego. You acting like you unbothered. I'm going to run to somebody else acting like a child. Some of them ran over and actually made a child, showing up as a mature man, and they're not. They're not. Childish. They're childish. Against a mature man, childish. Literally a child. You went on and practiced self-love. You are, this is just complete nonsense. This is what happens when you don't go and heal from your toxic habits. You run around and go and try to find another victim, and this is what goes down. It's just very childish, not mature at all whatsoever. Death magic, because they're going around spreading that crap everywhere. It's not just you. They're just looking for their next victim because they're refusing to do the work. Emotional pain. Maybe they wanted to cause you emotional pain. But they're going around causing other women emotional pain because they are unhealed and they have some emotional pain inside of them, an unhealed child wound. Okay, love spell. Let's see what else we get. Surprise. Divinity. So some of them tried to put some manipulation, emotional pain. Let's see. I have death magic, emotional pain, love spell, surprise. It didn't work. It didn't work. It did not work. Maybe they tried to come and get you back. Maybe you've been seeing their birthday, the name, the color of their car, the same car over and over. What's mine? Seeing numbers, seeing their age, their car over and over, thinking about them, some songs, sending you songs, all these synchronicities, all these you know, maybe they feel like you're about to have your counterpart now. So they start sending you all these telepathic messages, lifting the veil here. Look, victory and success. That's what you're wanting towards. Victory and success, a counterpart, some of y'all, a house. What else is behind here? A house, okay, and a divine masculine. So through divination, maybe you guys are praying, maybe you guys are reading some tarot cards, maybe you guys are reading, maybe you guys are meditating. It's something that you're doing is going to cause you to have your divine counterpart here. But you chose not to be a part of this group, okay? See, a masculine king, divine, superior. You chose not to be the part of the fraud group. These people are so fraud, whoever they're hanging with, and clearly over there in poverty, and they want you to save them from it. Okay, you have very abundant energy. You have actual money coming towards you. Okay, law and order, legal and authorities, caution, danger, drugs and addictions. Like these people have so much poison, toxic. Okay, and you're abundant. You're feminine, abundant goddess, and you were protected from a lot of alley trash. Okay, on these pictures, I see bricks. I see flies. Okay. What else do I see? Where's the other picture? The poverty picture. I see destruction, stuff flying all over the place. They probably over there scrambling and fighting. Okay. Scratching each other's eyes out with drugs. Shoot, money probably flying, but it's flying out of their pockets. All right. Where is that poverty picture? And it's good that you abandoned this situation. Said peace to them. I cannot find a poverty card. I have so many cards out here. But anyways, because this evil eye, I feel like because you decided to move on and you're looking good, okay? You have a victory and success coming towards you and they don't like it. They feel like if you didn't leave them, they wouldn't be going through that. So they feel abandoned. They wouldn't be going through that if you didn't leave them. So now there's some jealousy and envy because you could be really going towards your counterpart. My nose is itching so bad. My nose don't start itching until I'm doing these videos, I tell you, because it never ever itches. So I want to go ahead and get some tarot cards. Actually, no, let me get the T deck. I want to get the T deck. Let's see what's going on. Let's be nosy a little bit more. Let's get the T deck and find out what the heck is going on over here. And then I'll get the tarot. Somebody that was selfish, stubborn, guarded, with a bad reputation. That already came out in the Kipper. Bad reputation going on over there clearly, because this is the second card that shows a bad reputation happening. Let's see what else. Running. Let's see what this running about. Growing together, sacred journey, lessons learned on soul bond. They were running. They were stubborn. Bad reputation. They were stubborn. They were running away from growing together. They were running away from their growth. And they ran towards a bad reputation here. That was how it was. So they wanted to stay stuck. They wanted to stay stuck in the back of the alley with the alley cats. Okay, so they didn't choose you. It was somebody that they could be comfortable with, that they didn't have to grow. They didn't have to do the right thing. They didn't have to be upright, and they didn't have to meet your standards. So they went on over there. Okay, wolf in sheep's clothing. Maybe you thought that you guys was going to grow together. Maybe you thought the relationship was going to go somewhere. Maybe they posed like they was good until after a while you seen who they were and they did have a bad reputation. Okay. And maybe they posed with this wolf and sheep clothing. Maybe they posed like y'all was going to be together. But they were actually, it was just pretend. Okay. Your standards were too high. You required too much. And they just want to stay an alley cat. Okay. Spiritual hater in reverse. So maybe they pose like they weren't a spiritual hater, and they don't do spirituality, baby. They don't do nothing like that, clearly. They love the back of the alley. They love doing stuff in the back alley, okay? Soulmate and love affair, moving in silence. So maybe some of them had a sex fix, secret lover, passion. So you're supposed to be a secret lover. Okay, moving in silence. So be quiet about what's going on. So they was posting like y'all was gonna be together with somebody else, with somebody that's high value. You want to move in silence with a high value woman? Are you foolish? Keep it a secret. And now you're ignoring them. Maybe they was playing games with you, left on read, avoiding messages, giving the silent treatment. So doing that to somebody high value, I feel like with this secret lover, moving in silence, high value, ignoring, left on red. So they was playing games with you so you can come down to their level. You're okay, so your standards are too high. They wanted to dumb you down. So some of y'all, they was playing mind games, even if it wasn't left on red. It's just like in and out. Or maybe you didn't know that you were a secret lover. That's why they was moving in silence with somebody high value, because they ain't really want to let you go. That's why they was a sheep in wolf clothing. They didn't going together. They didn't want to let you go. It's somebody that didn't want to let you go because they knew you were high value. And shoot, maybe you start ignoring their messages and stuff because you know your self-worth, and you will not settle beautiful, sexy, and confident. You will not move in silence. Like they were just basically acting weird, and you was just like, what the heck is going on here? Okay. Conflict resolution, compromise, making amends, building trust, and a positive outcome. With the ignoring, and that landed under bad reputation. So they never tried to resolve the situation, and it all looks like. What's going to land up under stubborn? Let's see. Drama starter, stirs the pot, always in the middle, loves chaos, is sideways. Guarded, lacks empathy. Okay, conflict resolution and not starting drama. So they don't want to start no drama. So they it seemed like ignoring the left on red, like all these different things they were doing when they was moving odd. They didn't want to start no problems. It's something they didn't want to tell you because there's no conflict resolution, and they don't want to start no drama up under them being guarded. It's something that they were hiding. Steal your ideas, duplicate your style, feeds off your energy. Okay, they were feeding off your energy and running, because it's landing on the running. Somebody feeding off your energy and running back towards their bad reputation here. And next, after copycat, I have obsessive lover, clingy and controlling, can't let you go, karmic and chaotic under growing together. So this was a karmic lover, chaotic, obsessive, and can't let you go. Reflecting, too late, for sorry, regret, never posted. So wolf in sheep's clothing. So they're reflecting right now, okay? Because you found out there's a wolf in sheep clothing, because I have the caught card. Busted, detect the word, secrets exposed, surprise, and shock under that spiritual hater in reverse and next to wolf in sheep's clothing. So you either you found out some information because I just saw the snooping card. Maybe you was looking for some information. Maybe something just got revealed to you about them, that they wasn't who they say that they are. Basically, they were really somebody else. Like they was posing like that was somebody else, but after a while you end up seeing who they were. That's what it looks like here. And you traveled. Maybe you found out that it was somebody else. Moving in silence and caught in a case. Moving in silence because they was over there, look, infections, disease, and rashes. Even if it wasn't that, they was over there doing something, moving in silence. So whenever they were silent or giving you the cold shoulder, break up, distance, ignorance, keeping busy, that's what they was busy over there doing in the back of the alley. Look at that picture. Somewhere in the back of the alley over there doing that. Ew, moving in silence. Shoot, and maybe you was wondering that because I just saw dirt digging, snooping for secrets, something like that. Maybe you wanted to know, but they were moving in silence because they was in the back of the alley somewhere with an alley cat using condoms. Distance, ignoring, keeping busy to the high value female. Dirt digging, snooping for secrets, trying to expose you. Tables might turn. With the ignoring, Okay, it seems like they was ignoring, because now I see the secretive card. Seems like they was ignoring because you might have found something out. So every time you was about to find something out, like they started ignoring you or something. Maybe they figured you were on to them. Look, secretive, sneaky, dishonest, mysterious, and hiding information. That's what I'm saying. They feel like you was probably on to them. So they start acting weird and distant. Hiding their true feelings. Mixed signals, deep emotion, secret love, cold, and detached. So maybe they didn't want to fall in love. Somebody protecting their feelings. They were protecting their feelings. You was just too good. But they were an alley cat, okay? Trash. Complete trash they were. They was hiding their feelings. They said, I don't want to leave the streets yet. I ain't trying to leave the streets. I'm trying to stay back here with these alley cats. And look at what happened to them. Look at what happened to them. They stayed in the alley hiding their true feelings from you. Child services, children in danger, family being reported, neglect or abuse expected. Maybe something's going down. Maybe they had kids around here. Because moving in silence and that condom, this child care card is right up under it. So maybe they end up having another kid. Something regarding you making babies. A baby they done made somewhere in the back of the alley. I don't know. Now we have love affair and travel. Let's see what's coming out under that one. Whoa. That just flew. Haunted. Let me see. Sideways. Memories, flashbacks, traumas, and side effects. They're hunted by the thought of you here. Love affair and travel away. Secret lover, passion over loyalty. Sex fix, travel. They were addicted to you in some kind of way. This is sideways. Talking mess. Gossip behind your back, spreading lies and smiling in your face. With the caught, okay? So under caught, this is spiritual hater in reverse. Remember, wolf in sheep's clothing was there. So they were saying all the right things to you, basically. They were mirroring you, saying all the right things to you, probably posing like they was the perfect person and they weren't. That's what it looks like here. Ain't no way, Jose. Sideways. Marrying for money. Wolf in sheep clothing. Reflecting. Regret never posted. Marrying for money. So wolf in sheep clothing, maybe they wanted some abundance from you. If it wasn't money, it could have been your energy. They love how you made them feel. Spiritual attack in reverse. Growing together, obsessive lover. Karmic trigger, spiritual awakening, shadow work, divine protection. They have not healed. That's why they're obsessed. They're obsessed with you. Growing together, obsessive lover and spiritual attack, like going through lessons and stuff. They haven't. They're obsessed, chaotic, karmic, and can't let you go, and clingy. If this person come back towards you, just know that they are unhealed and unhinged, okay? They're just obsessed with you. They're obsessed with somebody that walked away from them because they thought they was the ish. Really, that's all it is. Let's see what else. This is in reverse. Forever kind of love in reverse under running, okay? Because clearly it wasn't. In reverse, fake flexing under drama starter and stubborn. Fake flexing in reverse. That was true. They was just selfish. That's fake flexing under stubborn and drama starter. It was true that they was guarded. They lacked empathy. They were selfish and stubborn. They didn't want any drama. That was just the cold hard truth. They was just a stubborn person. They just wanted things to stay the way they wanted things to go. My message, apology, meeting up, heart-to-heart conversations. So fake, that's next to fake flexing in reverse. So maybe they don't want to flex anymore. Moving in reverse. They don't want this to move on. Let me see what this one is. Fake smiles. Say hi, but hating on the inside. Two-faced energy. Watch who's smiling at you. So moving on, maybe if they acting like they moved on from you, maybe they're acting like they're happy and they're not with this fake smiles. They haven't moved on. Or maybe if somebody comes with this apology, just know that they're two-faced it. You know, they thinking about how you moving on. Okay. Fishing for comments. So they may be fishing for you to just show that you still care about them here whenever they come to you. Unfazed, doesn't care, you can't shake me, don't flinch. So I feel like maybe some of them will come towards y'all. You be like, get up out of my face. Get out of here with that. You know it's going to be fake. Especially after seeing this. And if it happens after seeing this video. Divination abuser. You unfazed. And I feel like that's not coming up as an abuser. You just like, it could be like that mind spell, those mind games trying to use on you. And you like, I'm unfazed by that mess. Looking within, inner knowing, self-awareness, and honesty. Guilt, stress, anxiety, and remorseful. Maybe they gonna say they got some kind of clarity, like God spoke to them, and they, maybe they gonna try to mirror your energy about your spirituality because they got that in reverse. So if they did that wolf in sheep clothing stuff reverse, they're gonna come and do it again. You're gonna be unfazed. They're gonna be fishing for comments. Okay, fishing for comments, a fake smile. They're going to be fishing for comments like, oh, I've been reflecting. You're going to be like, boy, whatever, get out of here. I've been reflecting. God spoke to me, or I got a reading, or I've been reflecting. I've been meditating. I look within, and I'm so sorry. Look, snooping, drive-by tarot readings, asking about you, stalking you on social media. Peaceful vibes, no more drama, calm mind, and soul aligned. That's you, ill. The Lord been speaking to me and rejected. We are not going to do that at all whatsoever. Ghosted, hard ignored, and erased. You probably already dismissed. Threatening power plays, controlling presence, and feeling unsafe. If y'all feel unsafe around this individual. Look, toxic environment, bad advice, low vibrational, emotional leeching, and a karmic relationship. I'm not getting... Look, and this is divine guidance. I'm going to stop right there every time I get that card. No contact. Don't contact them. Block, separation, disagreements, and silent treatment. No contacting this person. Toxic environment. It's just terrible. It's terrible. That's your guidance. And they're just hooked on you. That's it. They're just hooked on you. This person can't seem to move on with their life because they're obsessed with you, okay? They're obsessed with somebody that walked away from them. It's just really like, you got the nerve to walk away from me? That's really all this is. You got the nerve to walk away from me and leave me over here with these alley cats? I need you to come and save me. This time, won't you save me with this conflict resolution? So now they want to know that because they're just hooked on you, because they're realizing all the beauty and love and abundance, sunshines, rainbows, and flowers they got over there with you. Get out of here. True intentions. I just want to get one card. Just one. Give me one. Give me one. True intentions. True intentions. Just one real quick. One real quick, just one. Oh, I got two. Positive in reverse, so this is negative in greed. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Negative. They're greedy. They want more than one person. Sidewalk gang, alley gang. That's what it is. They want more than one person. They being greedy. They just want you back in lustful energy. Probably want to vent and talk to you and all that. Watch these conversations, please. Because you were a safe place. This person seemed like y'all had conversation. You were a safe place, safe haven. Now they want that back. Because in the alley, they don't do stuff. They don't love in the alley. They don't provide a safe place and a loving, beautiful. There are no rainbows and flowers and sunshine in the alley. It's not, okay? The past is gone. You can change what you think about it and how you feel about yourself at any time. You're ready to create a new future. And that's what you're doing. And that's why they feel like they want to try to come back. Okay. The liberator, transform your pain into power, embrace the lesson, recognize the pattern, and heal the pain. So people like that, it's time to heal the pain from this. If this person try to return, reject them and tell them no. You are over waiting for people to change. You over waiting for people to drive to the back of the alley, realize something that happened, and turn back around and looking for you. We're over that, and we're not doing that. 0%. We're not doing that. Respond, do not react. Find peace amongst chaos. Practice mindful breathing. Navigate emotional turbulence. So if this person comes, they might stir up a storm in you or try to. Okay, you're going to have some balance. Respond. Do not react. Okay, this person's trying to reactivate you. She turns pain into wisdom and triggers into transformation. Allow it to transform you. It's like this person going to come back and try to trigger you. Allow it to transform you. Okay, we're not bothered. We're so unbothered. Okay, your heart will smile again. What is meant for you won't pass by you. You will never have to force something that's truly meant to be. Trust in perfection of the divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. And whatever it goes, let it go. Your spirit animal, and then we'll get an angel number, and then we're up out of here. This is nuts. It's a nut job. I have a goose. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Keep flying away from this foolishness, okay? Fly away from the mindset that you're going to sit there and wait on somebody to go to the back of the alley and then come and you're going to save them from their karma. Whatever they went over there to, let them live in it. Let them sleep in it. Let them live in it. We don't care, okay? We're putting ourselves first. And let me get my book for my angel number. Your angel number, refresh 540, renew your connection. You may need to try a new way to connect to the divine as to make it more impactful for your soul. Pick up a new spiritual podcast or book, join a local online spiritual community, or engage in some sort of spiritual help journey to refresh your path. Maybe you can join a channel. Maybe you can join us over here, reclaiming your power and stop doing this mess, okay? This is ridiculous. I hope that this message was impactful and empowerful for you. Make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.